entire Oxford community is torn about the potential plea. They tell me on one hand, they won't have to go through this anymore, but on the other, there's still a lot of unanswered questions.
Why is he making this choice? What is he getting out of this? Is he trying to do something that's better for him and not for me?
Nearly a year since the Oxford High School shooting that took the lives of 4 young students and changed the lives of a whole community.
I mean, it's been a year now. We've been, as a community, thinking of this trial nonstop and what it's going to be like.
Ethan Crumbley, 15 at the time of the shooting, was known to the office and some of his teachers for struggling in school. According to court documents, one of Ethan's teachers saw a disturbing drawing in his notebook with the words, quote, "The thoughts won't stop, help me," next to the image. But when brought to the attention of his parents, they refused to take him home for the day, and he was sent back to class. That same day, Ethan carried out what investigators believe was a premeditated mass shooting. Now the Oakland County Chief Assistant Prosecutor David Williams says Crumbley is expected to plead guilty of all 24 charges, something some Oxford community members are torn between.
There's good and bad. I can at least say that. There is definitely, some positives that come from either way.
Lori Bourgeo, an Oxford High School parent and Village of Oxford Council member, tells me one of the benefits of Ethan Crumbley pleading guilty is them not having to go through a long trial. But she also tells me she feels as though they're losing the chance to hear the details of what really led up to that day.
The facts are there. The information is there. Hopefully it'll be released. I don't know. Is it just going to go back to the school for them to decide what to do with it? Is it going to be made public? That would be my preference, that they make it public for those of us who want to seek it out.
But when it comes down to the trial,
overall, we just want to honor Hannah, Tate, Madison, and Justin and their families. And they're the ones that we think about through all of this, and hope that they're healing and have peace with whatever happens and comes.
Bourgeo says her and other Oxford parents are looking into changing state laws that will allow communities to have more say in investigations in cases like this.
Over the course of 3 days, trauma professionals with Guidepost Solutions have set up inside 2 locations in Oakland County. The company's president tells me their goal is to gather as much information into the days leading up to the shooting on November 30th, 2021, and what has been done since at the school.
We do investigations, and we're hired by clients, companies, individuals to conduct investigations. We do that, and we do it without favor for anyone, including the party that hired us.
Guidepost Solutions was hired by the Oxford Community School District. However, the district denied 3 requests from Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel to do an investigation, saying they would hire their own company. Guidepost Solutions has been working on the investigation since July.
Our work will be transparent, and it will be reported on to the public at the same time that we give it to the board.
The president tells me their goal is to figure out if procedures and practices were in place at the time of the shooting, to look at the alleged shooter's history and see what school officials knew before November 30th, 2021. To review the actions of the school staff and active shooter policies. They're also trying to figure out what support was given to students, staff, and families after the shooting. They also plan to figure out what improvements have been done at the school after November 30th, 2021.
Now we're left wondering just how true and correct and full this investigation is going to be.
Lori Bourgeo is part of the Change for Oxford group. They have called for transparency from the district from the very beginning.
I'm trying not to put the focus on what happened here as much. What I believe I can do, the biggest change we can do right now, is what will happen next time. We have to face the facts that even if we make it as safe as possible, these things will and can happen again.
Guidepost Solutions says that they will release the investigation report to the public at the same time as they release it to the district. They say they want to get the report done by the end of the year, but the criminal court proceedings could delay that as they might need access to it for their final report.
This week, the defense for James and Jennifer Crumbley filed a motion in the Michigan Supreme Court. They are asking the state's top court to dismiss the charges against them. Attorneys for the Crumbleys say their clients' constitutional rights are being violated. The Crumbleys each face 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter in connection to the shooting at Oxford High School on November 30th of 2021. In September, the appeals court denied the attorney's request for a stay. One argument being made is they are not being treated fairly by the prosecution, and the attorneys fear a jury will be biased.
The question that will be asked during jury selection is whether or not if any of the pretrial publicity or news articles or social media comments that they saw about the case will affect their ability to listen to the case and make an unbiased, fair decision.